If you want to get better with your money, if you want to get better in your financial life, then you need to stop doing this. What's up? My name is Michael Baker. This is The Wealth Technique, and this is The Wealth Technique Live, where every week I try to get together with you and put down some of my thoughts, answer some questions, and give some insights into the world of finance, personal growth and development, and running a business, being a dad, all the good things. And this week, I'm here because I dedicated to doing this weekly, and I'm here because I want to share something very special with you, especially if you are wanting to get better with your money. If you're wanting to get better in your financial life, there's something that you need to stop doing, and I'm going to share that with you. But first, I want to dive into something very quickly that I think would be helpful to set the stage. So hang with me. One of the things that I believe helps everybody get the right mindset around things is understanding this framework, BTB, your beliefs, your thoughts, and your behaviors. Most of the time when we're dealing with financial struggles or we're dealing with issues in our money life, there's often an incongruency or a misalignment between the things that we believe, the things that we think, and our actual behaviors, what we actually do. And so I want to unpack that for you. It is really difficult. It is really difficult for us as human beings to consistently act in a way that is counter to our belief system, what we believe about ourselves, what we believe about the world around us, and the information that we're getting from all of those things. It is very difficult for us to consistently act in a manner that opposes our personal belief system. So, for instance, if you have this internal belief system that says, that you're not good with money, you can't be good with money, you can't do this or you can't do that, you might try to get in a new budgeting plan. You might try to get in a new cash flow system. You might try to get into a new method of investment, but you might find yourself failing. And one of the reasons why is because you're going against your internal belief system, the thing that you believe about yourself. And one of the things that a good financial coach or a good financial advisor can do and should be helping you with is to break down some of those internal beliefs, some of those internal money scripts that we all have. We all have these. Break them down and to help you kind of uncover what may be underneath, what may be driving that, what beliefs are driving those thoughts that we have, and how those thoughts might be impacting our behaviors. Okay? So first things first is getting clear about your beliefs, your thoughts, and behaviors. And that's a topic that's super deep and way more in depth than we're going to do on a live. But that's the beginning, right? The second thing, and this is the main thing that I think you should stop doing. You have to stop lying to yourself. And I know that sounds weird, but hear me out. As humans, we all of us practice some form of self-deception where we lie to ourselves about what's really going on. Like, what is the real truth, right? I'll give you a perfect example from my own life, and I'll tell on myself, but I struggle with sweets. I work out hard, I train, but I have a sweet tooth. And the truth is that sweets are a real problem for me. I have a problem with self-control. I tell myself, you know what? I'm active, I'm healthy, and a little bit of cookie here, a cupcake there, a piece of cake here is not that big of a deal. But the truth is, I am not reaching some of my health goals because I lack self-control. I lack discipline in that area. And so that is something that I'm actively working with and I'm actively trying to improve. But that's the real truth. But here's where truth could be scary for people, other people. Here is where truth could be scary for you, possibly. In your marriage, telling the truth about your financial situation, telling the truth about how you feel about your spouse's spending, telling the truth about your lack of saving, telling the truth about your credit card expenses, telling the truth about student loan debts that you may be bringing into a relationship, right? There's all kinds of things where if we told the real truth or we were honest about what we really think or feel, there might be conflict. And we don't like that. So we tend to shy away from it and we tend to bury it. But those things that lie underneath often drive our beliefs and our behaviors. So that's why money can be such a polarizing topic in life, in personal life, and even in business. In business, one of the lies that a lot of business owners will tell themselves is, I don't trust anybody to do this, or no one can do this as well as I can, so I need to do it myself. Or, I don't trust anybody to do it the way I want it done, so I'm going to do it myself. And so a lot of business owners, a lot of entrepreneurs find themselves in this mode where they constantly bring on more and more and more responsibilities to themselves, where they're working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. They're stressed out, they're burned out, they're maxed out, and they're exhausted. And they're not experiencing a lot of joy in their personal lives. So a lot of time with their family is going away. They're not seeing a lot of fruit in these other areas because they keep telling themselves that no one else can do it, that they have to do it. And the truth is, there are other people that can do it. But we got to get past that mental breakthrough of allowing ourselves to trust and to invest in other people and to figure out something that may be a little scary for us, so we shy away. So one of the things that you got to stop doing is you got to stop lying to yourself. The next thing is evidence, and this kind of backs right up to the truth. When you tell yourself something, hey, I don't trust anybody, no one can do this job the way that I think needs to be done. Well, what evidence do you have to support that? Have you gone through 10, 15, 20 people trying to get them to do it the right way and they never have? Maybe if that's the case, then maybe that one specific piece truly aligns with your unique abilities. But I bet you there's things that you are doing that you could outsource. One of the areas that I talk with a lot of our successful, young, high income earning people, our successful business owner clients, one of the things that I try to help them understand and coach them to understand is that as you grow, as your skill set grows, you're going to be more and more in demand. You're going to be able to command more income for yourself. But that also likely means you need to increase your bandwidth by decreasing what you're doing in other areas. And so the way I see that manifesting a lot of times is there are a lot of people who are capable of handling their financial life and handling certain things if they can devote the time, energy to it. But as they start a family, as they get promoted, as they start a business, the demands for their energy and their time go elsewhere. And so they need to actually delegate that stuff out to a competent advisor that can help them manage all of their financial life. Because when they've got free time, they need that free time to relax and recharge and go do life. Instead of, oh, I got to deal with the books today, or, oh, I got to look at my investments today, or, oh, I got to go figure out my taxes today. So think about that. A lot of people, when they are getting ready to retire or planning to retire, they've worked their life, they've saved, they've invested, and they're getting ready to go into the retirement season. They don't want to spend their days and afternoons constantly updating their notes on the market and their portfolios and their spending plan and monitoring how well they're doing. Can they stay on track? Are they going to have enough money? Will they run out of money? They don't want that to be muddying up what they want to experience in their day-to-day life. So think about that. So what evidence do you have for the lies that you tell yourself? You're not good with money. You tell yourself that you're not good with money. What evidence do you have to show that? Have you made some financial mistakes? Okay. Most people have. What makes you special? What makes you irredeemable? What evidence do you have for that thought that you are allowing to drive how you behave in life? All right. Now, here's a quick idea on experience versus information. And this one is especially for people who are looking at trying to build a team and wanting to have people come in and help them in their financial life, in their business. I want you to imagine for a moment that you're on trial for your life. You've been accused of a crime and you're on trial for your life, and you have the choice of two attorneys. You can pick an attorney. Attorney A has immense knowledge on the subject matter. They've done lectures, they've written papers, they're published in all the legal journals, they are revered in the industry of practicing law. Or you could take attorney B. Attorney B does no lectures, does no papers, but attorney B has been consistently in the courtroom performing at a high level, constantly winning, constantly going into trial, constantly getting decisions in favor of their clients. Their track record is impeccable. Which attorney are you going to choose that when you are on trial for your life? Are you going to go with attorney A, who's got all of the information, or are you going to go with attorney B, who's got the experience? My guess is, the truth is, you're probably thinking I'm going with attorney B, because I know that's what I would do. I would go with attorney B all day, because when it comes down to it, when it comes down performance, experience matters. Lastly, failure. A lot of folks get upset when they don't see results right away. And this goes across the board. When you talk about money, when you talk about diet, when you talk about lifestyle, when you talk about personal growth goals, we live in a culture, I refer to it as, microwavable wealth. We want to be wealthy tomorrow. We want to be rich tomorrow. Yes, all the books and all the ideas and everything we say is, oh, we just put in the time and put in the time. And here's a little secret that nobody in hustle culture will tell you. Working hard and wanting something really, really bad doesn't always translate into immediate results. In fact, dare I say, how bad you want something often doesn't relate to results at all. You've got to be willing to put in the time and be consistent and grow and get better and adapt and move and make sure that you stay on a path that's moving you forward. But that path may not always be in a straight line. Sometimes you might have to take a few steps back to be able to continue moving forward. So do not think about failure as being something that is final. If you've made some financial mistakes in the past, okay. Forgive yourself. If you're going to mess up, we are all going to mess up. We're human. If you feel like, hey, I'm never going to reach my financial goals. I'm not going to be able to build wealth in the way that I want because I'm too old. I'm starting too late. Let me tell you something. Have you looked at longevity figures in America? Most people that are age 60, age 65 and are still healthy, you've probably got another 30 years. What could you do with 30 years if you had the right mindset and you had the right knowledge base and you had the right belief system? What could you do with that? So you're going to mess up. Forgive yourself. Give yourself grace. Don't allow failure to be final. Examine your belief system. What beliefs and behaviors are holding you back? What behaviors are tied to beliefs that are not serving you? What's the real truth? Answer those questions for yourself. Do some digging. That's the beginning of putting yourself on a new trajectory towards reaching your financial goals. I love this quote. It says, "Do the thing and you shall have the power. by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Ponder that, and we'll see you next week. If you like this video, if you enjoyed this live, give us a like. Follow us on social media. My Twitter handle is @MichaelH.Baker. The channel here on YouTube is The Wealth Technique. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.